From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Well, I want to remind everyone of the free Weather NorCal app. This is a great resource for you because everything that I offer in Weather NorCal is available right from your phone. So if you have an iPhone or an Android device, just go to your app store, search for Weather NorCal, and download the app for free. Everything will be there, everything that you need. Check it out. All right, so let's take a look at the rainfall totals that we saw over the last 24 hours or so. And you can see very impressive, but didn't quite reach that inch mark for the valley. About 0.82 for Redding, 0.79 for Chico. Look at Alturas, maybe a bit of Trace, but didn't really see anything. Susanville, not much either, but you head out to the west, look at the coast, 1.46 out in Fortuna, 1.74 in Eureka to the south, and this is where it was expected. You can clearly see where the heaviest rainfall was down to the south here, out towards Redway, about 2.19, Crescent City, 1.61. And how about those wind gusts out at the Neyland Airport? 62 miles per hour, 51 miles per hour in Crescent City. We saw a peak gust of 48. Redding 43, and you can see, of course, a little bit weaker out towards Eureka and Chico in the low to mid 30 range. So very strong winds out there, and you know what? It's still going to be gusty out there really over the next 24 hours or so, but we have another round of heavy rain that arrives Sunday night. We've got rain coming in tonight, less rain through the day tomorrow, but another round of heavier rainfall coming in Sunday night into Monday. A possible break on Tuesday, but then it looks like more rain coming in after that. But I'm also seeing the potential for some drier weather, at least for a short period of time, as we go into next weekend. Not to mention warmer too. So looking at the satellite image, it's a very active pattern that we have going on right now. Plenty of moisture to tap into. We've got 3 storms that I'm really watching right now. This is the one coming through tonight. We can kind of wrap things up here. You'll notice between tonight's and Monday's system, we're just not really seeing a ton of rain. This is a very weak disturbance that'll pass through the day on Sunday, giving us a chance for a few scattered showers throughout the day tomorrow. Then by Sunday night into Monday, that's when this storm system moves in, and it will be more impressive. It'll bring us some heavier rainfall and probably even some gusty winds as well. So let's take you through the night tonight and into tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. We're still seeing some pretty decent rain overnight and into the early morning hours. But as we go into around 8 a.m., now the bulk of the activities to the east of the valley. Things are starting to dry out a little bit. Still some scattered showers out there through the noon hour on Sunday. But then look at this. As we go into Sunday evening, Sunday night, we're beginning to see the rain move in. So there's 6 p.m. Sunday. The rain is picking up in intensity, and even more so as we take you into Sunday night at around 10 p.m. Then it starts to kind of push off to the east. Still some leftover heavier rainfall over Trinity County and Siskiyou County as well. But you'll notice as we go through the day on Monday, just not as much. Still some scattered showers here and there. Maybe a chance for a few scattered showers on Tuesday. But if we see a break, I think Tuesday will be the day that we'll see that break. Now, looking at the forecast rainfall totals from this point forward, we could pick up maybe another inch to an inch and a half, I think, in the valley, and about the same for the coast. And of course, we're seeing less rainfall. But that being said, looks like we're going to get more rainfall out of the next couple of days out of these systems for the north and east, much more than we saw with what we saw, of course, the last 24, 48 hours. All right, take a look at your forecast rainfall totals through next Wednesday. It could be overdoing it, maybe upwards of 4 inches might be pushing it, but I think 2 to 4 inches is a very good possibility here for the valley, and probably the case here for the coast as well. And once again, we're just not seeing as much as rainfall off to the north and east. Let's talk about winter weather. Of course, the snow. You have to go above 6,000 feet before you start seeing any significant accumulating snow. Now, could there be a kind of a rain-snow mix in some of these lower elevation communities, like, say, Chester? Yeah, not out of the question to see maybe that mix, but as you start getting lower than 4,500 feet, boy, it's mainly going to be in the form of that rain. So let's take a look at the snow forecast totals that we're expecting here. Just kind of a general idea. Still very heavy. Again, 2 to 4, no. We're not going to see accumulating snow in Chester, but just want to let you know that you could be looking at some of that rain-snow mix out there. But still, heavy, heavy snow, measuring it in feet as we go into the next couple of days. Wind gusts, again, not as strong as they were today, but notice as we go through the day on Sunday, just the widespread gusty winds across the area, including the valley, the coast, and not to mention central Siskiyou County. But it looks like by Monday, the wind should eventually kind of relax a bit. Although you can see there in Crescent City, still a little breezy out there even on Monday. So off and on chances for rain through next week. Looks like by next Wednesday, there's that next chance for rain. Thursday, maybe a bit of a break, and then more rain coming in on Friday, and then not to mention even going into your Saturday. But by Saturday, Sunday of next weekend, so next weekend, it looks like we could be looking at the potential for some drier and not to mention warmer air moving in. Let's take you through Sunday, okay? Or through next week, that is. So there you can see this warmer air is just moving closer. But in the meantime, we've got these storms moving through, giving us the rain that you saw, right? But by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday, so next weekend, you can see this ridge of high pressure will build in. This is when it will be strong enough to divert any activity up to our north, and we'll see dry conditions, looks like, for next weekend. Now, that's still a long ways out. A lot can happen between now and then, but for now, the forecast models are in pretty good agreement with that. And it looks like we're seeing the bulk of the rain going toward the end of the month for Northern California, northward to the Pacific Northwest, but drier conditions heading into Central and Southern California, but also those warmer conditions keeping those snow levels high with these storm systems coming through next week. The wave heights are expected to drop a little bit here for your Sunday, and then probably stay there and maybe drop a little bit more going on into your Monday as well. You can see kind of dropping down to that 9 to 10 foot range here as we do go into Monday afternoon. Your marine forecast for your Sunday, south winds at 15 to 25 knots. So yeah, still very, very strong winds. The waves from the west at 11 feet at 12 seconds. Still have that small craft advisory that is here for your Sunday. Here's what it looks like tonight temperature-wise. We are going to be dropping down probably for the most part, I think in the mid 30s, that is here, give or take for the eastern mountains and Siskiyou County. But for Trinity County, upper 30s, low 40s, upper 40s for the inland areas, and mid to upper 40s along the coast. And how about, of course, those temperatures tonight in the valley, dropping down somewhere in the, looks like upper 40s to low 50s. All right, so let's take a look at your neighborhood forecast, starting off with Trinity County. And there you can see, looking at temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s for your Sunday. Now, looking at the 7-day outlook, I'm still keeping that broad brush snow level forecast at about 5,500 feet, give or take. At points, maybe down to 5, at points, maybe up to 6,000 feet and higher. But I don't expect really any accumulating snow for most of the mountain communities, and will mainly be in the form of rain. Now, what you'll also notice, and we'll kind of talk about this in the 7-day forecast for Redding, and to kind of give you an idea what we can expect as we get to the latter part of next week. But how about Sunday? Those temperatures mid to upper 50s for the North Coast neighborhood forecast, 57 for Smith River as well as Crescent City, 58 degrees for Trinidad, and 58 degrees in McKinleyville. Let's take you out to your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Look for a high of about 45 in Wheat. Again, still breezy, still gusty winds out there through the day on Sunday. We take a look at your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. 47 in Tule Lake, 44 for Canby and Eagleville, a high of about 43 degrees. And your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast is looking at temperatures in the mid 40s, give or take. Look for a high of about 43 degrees for Chester, Westwood about 46, 43 out in Mineral, and Paradise a little bit warmer at about 50 degrees. And your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Haas Farms. Those temperatures should be in the mid to upper 50s. 56 for Corning, 57 for Hamilton City, and 56 degrees for Elk Creek. Taking up north, 51 for Lakehead. Lakehead's in there. I've actually had several people mention to me on Facebook saying, could you please include Lakehead in the forecast? It's here. It's always been here. So there it is. There it is right there. Okay. There are maps that I'll probably have on social media that don't have Lakehead on there, but there are a lot of all these other communities that aren't there either. So again, just want to kind of give you that quick reminder. Here's your 7-day forecast for Red Bluff, taking a look at your 7-day forecast for Redding. So this is what I was talking about. We've got the showers in there for your Sunday. Not very heavy, by the way, especially the first half of the day. Picks up in intensity for the afternoon and evening on Sunday. Showers, especially Monday morning, tapering off Monday afternoon. Tuesday, I think we'll see a bit of a break, but still a chance for a few sprinkles or light showers. Wednesday, better chances for rain. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is where the long-range forecast models are beginning to disagree. Some are already starting to dry us out and warm us up by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. whereas other forecast models are keeping that chance for rain in the forecast for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? So for now, I'm keeping that slight chance in there, but I would say that overall, the best chances for drier and warmer conditions across the board will be next weekend.